Hello, guys. Welcome again. This is Nature's Cloud. I have Al here next to me, and of course me, Julo. Uh, um, we've got a lot of things here, I guess, to kind of go over about, but hopefully we won't try to drag it out too long today. Um, we are pretty lit already. We just ate some pure life edibles, green apple, 70 milligrams. Sounds pretty low, but I'm pretty chilling. Just been puffing like a vape with it too, just kind of riding it out, level headed. Um, but yeah, I think Al's is wanting to say something over here.
I wanted to say I'm big chillin'. That edibles got me cruising. Not for bruising, just cruising. I love how the edible makes me feel. Overall euphoric, happy, calm, not worrying about anything, not letting anything get to me. It's what I need. Don't we all need that?
Yeah, I'm also big chillin'.
It's got us and all sorts. I just want to start talking about what I've been listening to lately.
Oh shit, yeah. Um, that we've been listening to some good music recently. Who is it? Post Malone. Post Malone just released some new album called Austin. Pretty real kind of songs. It's not like your typical hype song that he releases. Talks about like some real things. I mean, all the lyrics he does have in all the songs are real, but um, you can tell this is more directed towards himself when he says the lyrics. It's just like very passionate.
Yeah, I'm just thinking about how when I was looking into how his music was written for that album, that I found that he did three of the singles that he's released are the ones that he completely produced on his own, and they're Morning, Overdrive, and I can't remember. Just had it. But I wanted to say that I love Morning. It's such a good song. I love that lyric where he says, throws his bottle in the sky. So telling God that's a warning really hit with me. Just thinking about that, I guess. And Edibles got me in that headspace. Sharing is caring. And I just wanted to share that. This album's pretty legit, and I'm pretty sure a lot of us would relate to his music.
I really like the song that's called Overdrive. I guess it gets me thinking about how, I mean, he applies it to a situation, how he's trying to just get through life and not burn himself out. And like, I guess I mean, it's all of us, right? In the workforce who, try to just make a living at what we do. And, sometimes you have to work harder or forced to work harder, to get your pay, I guess, or, stay where you're at. And that's just kind of the way of life. And, um, yeah, the song just kind of reaches to me, just like, overdoing it every single day, just kind of pointing to overdrive, right? Like he says in the song. But I thought it was pretty cool. Like, on this album, cause there's a podcast we watch. It's, by Good Mythical Kitchen. He comes out, talking to their host, Josh. It's pretty cool because he starts talking a lot about his daughter, and to be honest, I didn't even know he had a daughter. I guess he's been keeping it real low, but the album is based on, like, I guess his feelings from that too, because he's also kind of leaving the party life and things of that nature. But like an important detail that he said, kind of like from what the album that he just released, is that he did play a lot of guitar, acoustic, in these in this whole album. So I thought that was pretty cool. He's trying to get out of his comfort zone, and it's kind of contradictory to what he's saying to the song, because it sounds like he's like really working hard to do it, but I mean, he really loves it too. I mean, you could just tell by the lyrics of the song. And I just think I find that pretty interesting that, the self-expression of his thoughts are real. Some artists are, you can't tell, if they're really talking about themselves or just singing just to sing, and because they have a good voice.
Yeah, he really focused on this album. He put a lot of work into it. And he mostly had said that things were changing because of his daughter that he's recently had, and he's been taking care of her. And so, because of that, like my partner over here, Julo, said, he's been declining the party lifestyle and just trying to hang out and chill, and just cool it on being away from his family. It's his big cornerstone, he said, to wanting to change. So, and he said it just felt natural to him. And with that, like, I really can see how much of himself, his soul, he puts in this album. I mean, this album is named after him. His name's Austin. So with that, like, it just shows how intimate he is with this album in particular. But anyways, I just wanted to shout him out. I feel like more people should listen to him or give him a chance. And other than that, I did want to add that he had done this crossover with Noah Kahan recently. Noah Kahan released this album, which is called Stick Season, We'll All Be Here Forever. And his most known song is Dial Drunk on that album. And with that, he had created another version of that song featuring Post Malone, and Post Malone put his own kind of spin in that song on some lyrics and parts that he sings. And it's pretty legit. I really love that crossover. They call Noah Kahan Folk Malone. So loved to see that. Honorable mention.
We actually did see a concert of Noah Kahan here recently. We paid for the live stream because we're not over there in, where is it, Vermont, right out there where they had it at. And I think the donations, or the tickets where you bought them, they went donated to the state of Vermont, right, because of all the flooding. And they showed a bunch of pictures on the live stream, just kind of what's going on out there. I mean, it looks pretty bad. A lot of people just in water that's up to like their knees and above, so it looks kind of bad, but there's a lot of damage, I'm pretty sure, that happened around there. But there's a lot of people that showed up to that concert. I didn't notice it was like packed, because you could see in the drone footage they had it. There's a lot of people that went there. I'm assuming it's mostly locals or something like that.
Yes. It was Red Rocks at the stadium, Red Rocks, I believe, in Vermont. Yeah, we watched some of that. I really love how much emotion he puts in his music and just how real he can be. You guys should follow Noah Kahan's Twitter. It's pretty funny. But other than that, one thing I wanted to talk about was the Barbie movie. We watched that movie. But before we get to that, I think it's time for us to perhaps partake in a Delta 8 dab.
I'm down. Let me pull up my tray here. We got a lot of options, I think. We kind of just pick and buy whenever we can. So it's just kind of have like a little rolling tray, just kind of thrown with a bunch of concentrate on it. It's pretty nifty to come by and just pick up what we see, stock up, I guess. I don't really like going out and just having to be there for such a long time. So if I see something good, I'm just gonna try to get as much of it as I can. But I'm hoping we could do maybe some of the dazed one, or maybe even the sour diesel. That one's pretty good.
The dazed one, the Oreos flavor.
Yeah.
That one tastes super good.
So funny thing. So this is by Dazed 8. We can go check them out on Instagram. They got their name on there and stuff. But this is Delta 8 THC with THCO. So this is actually 2.5 milligrams of 2.5 milligrams. Well, that's already milligrams. 2.5 grams. What the heck? Yeah, this is surprisingly like really good. I don't know how they got the flavor so where it's at. Like it tastes exactly like your like you have an Oreo in your mouth or something. You know what I mean? Like, but it's really nice. It's just all good and all along. But yeah, I'm gonna load up this chamber right now on the G Pen higher. And we're gonna get sent.
I love the higher. Just it makes taking dabs so effortlessly, so like instantaneously. Like, you ever want to carry a torch in your pocket, it's not comfortable. So it's great to have this electronic device that just heats this up for you, and you just hit it and it's easy to move around. I love it. Technology at its finest. This Oreos one is like what, an indica?
I think it's supposed to be more of like a sativa leaning, just because of the THCO. It's supposed to be like more energizing.
And we got this over here in a local shop nearby us, some kind of CBD shop. But they carried this Delta. They carry a lot of Delta 8 products now, which is amazing. They're evolving. But they had this Dazed brand, and we thought it was kind of sus, but it was actually really worth it. I feel like we got it for like what, $30, right? For 2.5 grams. It was pretty good. And Delta 8, you know, as much as people want to clown on it, the concentrate is not a joke. That thing will have you sitting on your ass. Like, you won't be able to move. It's worth it. For sure, the concentrate, it's not something to joke about. Flowers, another story. I think Delta 8 has a long ways to go when it comes to flower. But other than that, now that they even have THCA, and we have some of that, we're not doing that right now. But in the future, THCA is just like a more potent version of like Delta 9, and even seen as compared to be a little bit stronger than Delta 9. So it's pretty cool that so many things are being offered now. Can't wait to hit this so then we can move to our next discussion. So I know the edibles hitting me good because I'm over here just being weird with my voice. I'm just watching Julo. I don't know if you guys can hear the glass sliding when he puts the higher into the piece, but yeah, he was doing that. I'm letting him cook. He's almost done cooking.
All right. So just sitting back down. So I've got this thing set up now. It's loaded in the chamber. It's real cool. It's ceramic with the higher. And like how Al was saying, like you don't need a torch or anything. So I mean that's just a real nice and real clean, efficient way just to, do a quick dab, rip whatever concentrate you have. You know what I mean? Because I definitely I'm wanting to lean more towards some portable device that I can kind of, carry on with me in public and it not look like super weird, like me busting out a torch, like, I don't know, in my car or something. And, and maybe someone parks next to me and they look over and I'm just heating up a glass piece with a torch. I mean, I can imagine what they'd say, but, yeah, that looks pretty bad. I mean, of course, whenever we're smoking dabs and privacy of our home. That's something else. Because it's something we're used to. Not everyone's used to seeing. Like, let me just heat up a dab real quick. You know what I mean? Um, that's not everyone's lifestyle.
Yeah, for sure. People would be like, "Ayo, you being kind of sus," but I do just enjoy the how mobile it is, how easy it is, the versatility in it.
Okay, Al is going into it. So right now I have it on the second setting. It's colored blue. I like to kind of. Oh no, this is the first setting. Sorry, it's blue. It's for like real low temp. I say if you want to make something last in this chamber,
Good.
you can rip it a lot of times on the same setting. And you don't even have to put a lot either. But cheers.
It was super chocolatey. Love how it tastes. Kind of tastes like a mint chocolate Oreo, but they have the flavor on point. Yulo is doing a bubbler there. And I hope you guys heard those bubbles. Some good dab getting wrecked. Okay, now we can talk about Barbie. That's how, again, another telltale sign. Dabs got me a little spacey. Forgetting my thought of train. But anyways, we recently watched the Barbie movie. I think it's been about, I want to say like 2 weeks. Like, we watched it on Sunday. Like, it came out like last Sunday.
I think it was last week.
Okay. Yeah, I think it was last week we watched it on Sunday. It was eye opening. We watched it on a whim. I just thought I saw like a trailer and I was like, this kind of looks like a interesting movie. I don't know. Let's go to the movies. We haven't gone to the movies in a while. So we go to the movies and it was the best impromptu decision ever. I thought I had no idea what to expect going into the movie. I'm watching like all the trailers beforehand, like had no idea what they were gonna do. And I just gotta say I love everything they did. I really liked it. Before I go more into it, I wanna hear how Julo feels over here about it.
The dad was really good. The Barbie movie was really good too. I really enjoyed it. Focusing on the character Ken a lot in part of the movie. When we kind of just assume it's just going to be about Barbie. I thought that was pretty cool. But I won't want to spoil it too much. But it's very different from a lot of the newer movies that are coming out these days. It's focused on something of more towards like a realistic approach on things in a normal person's life.
Yeah, I agree. I wanted to go into how in the beginning, because this is a part of a trailer. So just in the trailer, of course, in the beginning comes out, we see Barbie, she's introduced and everything's perfect in her life. There's awesome music going in the background. Like everyone's dancing and singing. And as the day goes by throughout Barbie Land, and they have the party back at her Barbie house, she just stops midway into dancing. And I remember in the theater, like it got so quiet, like no one was making a sound, and everyone got quiet just after Barbie says, "You guys ever think about dying?" And that was so. And they all looked at her like she was crazy, or like she was from another world. Like, why would you ever have that kind of thought? And seeing how the people in the theater reacted to, like, wow, like we were shocked. Like, where are they going with this? Isn't this a kids movie? Actually, no. It's not just a kids movie, it's also an adults movie. I love that. I love that it was so funny. But in those moments I was like, okay, they're trying to reach out to us, kind of being, breaking the fourth wall a bit. And I like movies like that like really make you try to think and, see where are they going with that. And oh wow, they brought to light a lot of stuff that's going on and how things are nowadays with all the different things that have been taken away from women in general. But I also love that they gave the men like also their side, like, you know, where they feel like weird about sharing their emotions or, you know, doing their own thing. And yeah, and I loved that, you know, Ryan Gosling as Ken played him perfectly. So much emotion and such did the character justice. I loved it. I enjoyed all those characters, and I just loved really those bits on the existential things. What do you think, Julie?
Yeah, like I was saying earlier, I like how they really touched on like um what normal people go through. When I say normal, I mean like a generalized population of everyone, and that's mixed with like different cultures and stuff like that, and different beliefs, things of that nature. Not so much beliefs about the movie, but like the way they kind of just introduce ideas that are happening now. Are very different. The way you would talk to a person in this year, you wouldn't be able to talk to them like that 10 years ago. It's just like different changes, like the way we perceive and how we see humanity, and how we understand each other, or don't understand each other. um, I think I find that pretty interesting because they kind of, in a sense, dumb it down to where any person can really just watch the movie and understand what's going on, what's happening in the world right now. And I guess the movie just puts it into perspective in a good way, and like an enjoyable, watchable way, somewhere you don't have to like say you're angry because you watch something, or I mean, I don't know, but I mean, I really enjoyed it. It was a really great movie overall. And I do like that Ryan Gosling was singing. I liked him in La La Land too. I thought that was pretty cool. I do like some singing like movies. What is, forget what they're called?
Musicals.
Musicals. No, well, not so much musicals, but parts that have singing roles in them in movies, and I enjoyed that. And that guy, he's got a good voice. I mean, he just sounds cool like singing. It sounds weird just saying that, but I mean, I don't know. I enjoyed the movies. It's interesting how they portray, any male man, who identifies as a man, like that kind of identity outwards, and without, what is it, like having to see it in a bad way, like for expressing yourself. And I think I find that interesting because like I feel like men as a culture, they just kind of try to hide a lot of stuff and try to shove it down, and we it comes out in different ways. But yeah, in the Barbie movie, it's kind of like that too. Seth, what is it? Seth Rogen? No, not Seth Rogen. Will Ferrell. Will Ferrell comes out in it. He plays a character in it. I think I find his character pretty funny.
He's a CEO of Mattel.
Yeah, he's just yelling a lot in the movie, but the scenes that he does come out in is pretty funny.
Good comedic relief.
Yeah, for sure. He's a good character, like in all of his movies. But I did really enjoy this Barbie movie. I feel like they're trying to, kind of drag it out more, like maybe make another sequel or something. They kind of left like some unanswered things in the movie that kind of leaves you at the end. It's like, huh. But I mean, who knows? Maybe they will or they won't. But it's like I don't think we've had what is it, like I forget what it's called when they have people in a movie compared to a cartoon. There's a certain word for it. Anyway, but
like a live action.
Yeah, there you go, live action. So this is like a first live action they think they've had for Barbie. I think ever, and it sounds weird enough, but like growing up, dude, I'd watch the Barbie movies because fuck, there was nothing else to watch like on TV. Like I didn't have cable or anything like that, so I was watching like Telemundo and stuff. But I did find that pretty funny. But yeah, I did watch the Barbie movies, and dude, I had to watch them because there's nothing else to watch. That shit happened, but I think I find it interesting how like it just reemerges like in life. I thought that was weird. Because like I know it's not like I was thinking about Barbie or something. Like for
You
me,
manifested the Barbie movie.
Yeah, no, but I think it's pretty cool that it did make this movie because it's nothing like any children's movie. If that's what people have an expectation about this movie, they should just really watch the trailer maybe like more than once and really understand it because it's a good movie. I'd recommend to go watch it. We really enjoyed it. We got some popcorn and had a stomach ache afterwards, but at least
Don't get too much popcorn.
it was a good movie.
Lesson learned.
Yeah. We're actually wanting to go back to the theaters again. It feels kind of weird because we just went the other week before, but this is for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie. It's newly, I think it's like a new art style to it. If I'm not mistaken, I'm not too in tune with the
I think
Team
they're
NT.
following the comic more. That's what was a big deal about it.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't know that. I mean, that's pretty cool though.
Like they're staying true to the comics.
Yeah, I do like that a lot. I don't know. They're cool
animation
characters.
does look good.
I feel like
trailers I
it's
watched.
real like nostalgia for me. Like having to go see this, like wanting to go see this movie. Like I don't know. I remember growing up like playing with like small little Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles little toys and stuff like that. I mean, I liked them. I grew up watching the cartoons. They're really enjoyable, and they always come up with like crazy stuff with them. Like, there's a lot of stuff that I don't even know about. I mean, that's probably like before my age too. But what's really cool is that they're I've heard. I don't know how. I think it's more of a rumor than anything, but maybe there's an article on it somewhere. But they're making the game of the Last Ronin. That's when Raphael's just left and all the other turtles are dead. That's pretty cool. Can't wait till that comes out. I don't know when, but I'll probably see it come up somewhere in my stuff. I like a lot of like nostalgic things like that on social media, I guess. So they just show me that a lot. But yeah, I'm hoping for this movie to be a good one. It looks cool. Seth Rogen comes out in this one. That's what I was thinking.
You're already thinking into the future.
Yeah, my brain. But yeah, my thoughts on the Barbie movie. Big chill.
Big chillin'. Big chillin' out of big chillin'.
Well, guys, we appreciate you coming by. We're gonna try to upload again pretty soon again. But we appreciate y'all just hanging out with us. So if y'all were just kind of listening to us in the background or just smoking it up, cheers. We'll hang out the next time.
Cheers, guys.